Today we're going to look at changing the tube on a bicycle tire. The first thing you need to do is get you a good set of tire tools made for the bicycle, and what those are used for is to get under the rim and get the edge of your tire off, get one side of them off. So that's the place where we start. After which you already have your air drained out of your tube, which in a flat situation you would have it already drained, but if you were changing the actual tire itself, then you would want to go ahead and drain it down before you took it off. But we'll just start right now, kind of pinch it in and get your tool in under the edge of the tire and just pop it off, and then move down a little bit more and ease your other tool in behind the other side. More difficult time with this. Yeah, once you get them both popped off like that, they'll pretty much stay there, as you can see. And you can take it and just pull with your tool along the edge, and it'll pop the entire tire off as you roll. And as you can see now, the edge of the wheel, or the tire, is off the wheel all the way around. So the next thing we do is go to your valve stem, and you want to take your tube out. So once you dig your tube out from around the tire, and it might have been easier if I started at the other end instead of that end, but once you get it out, you can just pull your entire tube out. There's the original, and what happened with mine is I'd got it stuck on the pump. It was a really tight fitting, the rubber seal inside the tube was new, and it got caught, and the pressure of pulling actually pulled the valve stem from the tube itself, and that's what busted. And that can happen if you have a really tight fitting pump, and we've done that very often when it's a new pump, the piece of rubber that goes in the pump. And then you take your new tube and you go ahead and air it up a little bit, so you kind of get where it won't be flat. It was all rolled up, and when you put a little air in it, it's kind of, it's in the right shape. And I made sure it was, all the dirt was off of it, so it won't get pinched when I air it up. So I need to go back to the hole that the valve stem goes in and just place the valve stem through the wheel. And all you got to do now is just right opposite from what we did originally, is just kind of place the tube back up inside the tire. And what's going to happen when we start airing up is, if your tube is not placed inside the tire correctly, it can get pinched between the metal and the tire when it airs up. So you'll want to make sure that it's all clear when you are putting the tire back on. So it's a real crucial time when you're airing up. But you just keep placing it under there. And with it aired up like this, it'll also prevent that from happening, because if it's already aired up, it's not going to flatten out and get pinched as easily. Not that it won't, but it's just that it's less likely. once you get it in there, you can just kind of place your tire over there. And it's already wanting to pinch a little bit over here, so I got to make sure that I can keep it going, get the tire over it. And once I get a little bit over like that, I can kind of roll it around. I'll let you watch it here this way. And you just kind of stuff it up in there like that, and then just roll your tire over the top. And just keep that same thing, just keep pushing in and rolling your tire over your wheel. It's getting a little tight now, and at the end it will get a little tighter. So that it just wanting to pinch now already. You just got to be patient with it. Keep dropping those things. And for the most part, the tube is inside the wheel now, so I probably can go ahead and just pop it right back on. See, right now it's really getting some pressure on it, so you can take your tire tool again to help you actually put the tire back on. You can kind of just stiff it up and catch it on the edge of the rim and just pop it back in. But again, you got to make sure that in doing so you don't pinch your tube. And now it's on. But what you do now is you want to take it and kind of pinch the edge and just look inside your tire or the edge of the wheel and make sure that you're seeing the wheel and not your tube, because if you're seeing your tube, that's how you can pinch around through there. So you just kind of watch it. You can kind of run through and make sure that your tube's not sticking out at all and it's inside the tire and not between the tire and the tube. And I think we're going to be okay with it. Yeah, and we're back. So right now that's good. And now that I've got the slick, on this tube it had a slick valve stem versus the threaded valve stem that I had originally. And those can also help with if you've got a tight fitting pump. With the tight fitting ones, they'll get caught on the threads a lot easier, and that's really what happened. Was it was sticking on the threads, and I had not got it, I had not wet it or anything, so it was dry, and it was grabbing on the threads. But see, with this new one, it's a slick valve stem, and it'll make it a lot easier to pull off when it goes, and be less likely to pull the valve stem out of the rim of the tube. And also, if you look at it, it's not really too straight right now, and so you want it to sort of be straight if you can at all. You want it to be as straight as possible. It might be, I think it's pretty good, but I'm going to try to push and make sure that it's not crooked, because that can also cause it to pinch right here at the edge. But you want to make sure that it's pretty vertical, and I think that's looking pretty good. It was a little off, but you want to make sure it's straight, because if it's in an angle, it can pinch up on the edge. Just the same deal as when I pulled it out, it'll pinch on that edge. So I think we're good to air up now. So as you can see, we got it all changed. No trouble with it. It's not popped on us, so that's how you change a bicycle tire. And let's get a video of our filmer over here. This here is Grant. It's kind of dark right now, but he's my primary filmer on a lot of my things I do. And if you'll look at some of our other videos we've done, we do some camping things. We hadn't really put any camping stuff down, but we do a lot of things. We like riding bikes, camping, shooting guns, things like that. So about anything outdoors. And this morning, he didn't know how to change a bicycle tire. We was about to go, and I had this problem of mine. I'd busted it, so I thought it'd be a good time to show him and to show you all with a video. But that was the main purpose today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll have links in the underbar. You can follow me on Twitter, and I got my website down there. Y'all have a good day. See you.